Hello users, and welcome to another episodic installation of Above It All, the series where sometimes I don't talk about how stupid Trump is, and I would prefer to talk about things that are more meaningful and potentially more long-lasting. So I saw this tweet in my feed, and I'd like to read it for you and play the video. We hardly consider animals in our designs these days. It's only about us humans, wrote a netizen while sharing this video by Parveen Kaswan on Twitter. We agree. It's high time we were more considerate while designing human infrastructure, especially in wildlife areas. And this is a video of a mama roo, also known as an elephant, trying to bring a baby over a little guardrail barricade. And this is, I don't know, I've been talking a lot about why I'm a vegetarian lately. And some of the moral reasons extend into things like this. For example, just look at the United States, or the North American continent before white people came and fucked everything up. It was like there were so many different life forms that were there, and here rather, alive, happy, just suitable to life living there. You know, think about the mammoths, the great mammoths that went extinct because early humans just wanted to hunt them to show off that they could kill big things with spears. And we could literally have elephants in North America with hair all over them if it weren't for dumbass humans. And also probably the end of the Ice Age definitely accelerated that. But my thing here is that this is not our planet. And this is why you have to be against capitalism if you want to have any form. Oh, I'm an animal lover. I'm an animal. If you're an animal lover and you're still pro-capitalism, I'm sorry, you are not an animal lover. You are a loser. And this is another thing is why I became a vegetarian, is because I respect other life forms, just in general. Like plants and animals are distinctly different. There are so many differences between plants and animals. I am content with only eating plants for the rest of my life because I respect animals. I respect their right to freedom of movement on this planet. And humans have just absolutely desecrated wildlife. Again, just look at climate change. We're in a new mass extinction where there's so many species of animals that are being killed day after day after day after day after day. Look at the Amazon fires. Was that earlier this year or last year? I don't even remember. But look at that. Murdered. So many animals, potentially millions of animals, were just murdered by humans for no reason. Elephants specifically were hunted a lot in early colonization periods because, ooh, I'm a big tough man. I'm going to shoot a big animal with my gun. Wow, I'm so tough. And elephants were actually hunted for their ivory and their tusks because they were cool, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna whittle my tusk into a thing and it's going to be cool and I'm going to put it on my shelf. And as a result, we no longer see elephants with long tusks, really long tusks. They're usually referred to as great tuskers, if I remember correctly. We don't see them often anymore because they were hunted out of the gene pool by humans. And elephants are one of my favorite animals. I like dogs, I like pigs, I like elephants, I like cows. They're just really beautiful creatures. Elephants especially are very intelligent, right? They have their own language that actually we've been making strides and actually figuring out how to translate. Yeah, Google it. Elephant language. There's a few words that we understand that elephants speak. When they make noises, they are speaking something that can be translated into English. Think about that. How cool is that? But you don't know that. I'm sure you didn't. 90% of y'all didn't know that. They don't teach us this. They don't make this national press. This really cool stuff. Wow. Maybe in 10 to 20, maybe 30 years, we can have a conversation with an elephant. Think about that. These are beautiful, lovely creatures. And there is no reason for them to suffer because we want to have a slightly easier method of access for certain things. Humans are selfish. and the root cause is capitalism. If you gave people the ideas and the information, you know, that lets them know how beautiful animals are, you know, if you, instead of making profitability the core metric, but instead usability and, you know, how things can intermingle. Like, you can make a road through a wildlife area or a pathway without it disputing and disrupting the beings that live there. But, like, as a society, as humans, we just don't care. We topple down forests for new suburbs and condominiums. You know, we topple down and burn down fucking forests to build up a Walmart. And this is going to have extreme repercussions. There's a possibility that in 100, 200 years, if we continue down this road, which is untenable, but if we do, we could, like, our grandchildren or our grandchildren's grandchildren could live on a planet Earth where there are no elephants, there are no giraffes, zebras, cows, pigs, goats. They could live in a world where all wildlife has died. The sea is already just being crumbled and radiated and destroyed by climate change. Look at, like, you know, coral reefs and so forth that have been getting demolished. You know, like, it's just unbelievable that humans in general aren't taught to respect their fellow humans, let alone respect everything on Earth. And this is the root cause with capitalism, is it teaches our children to be selfish, how to make money, rather than how to make something that benefits everybody. That's the thing, is like, yeah, sure, this maybe was saved a couple bucks, but what if this elephant was alone? What if they were an orphan? What if they were stuck on the road? What if instead of someone filming them do this, you know, a human just, you know, decided to kill them? Because now they're, like, more exposed because there's a road here or a construction site? It's just that no one thinks about the things that animals have to go through. Think about whales. Whales used to be able to talk to each other from across the planet. A whale in the Pacific Ocean could speak to a whale in the Atlantic Ocean 1,000 years ago. But now they can't anymore because we've contaminated the water. We've contaminating the airspace. We're contaminating and destroying everything. We're killing off whales for fun. It's just disgusting. And the root cause of all of this is capitalism. The idea that we organize our society based on money, an arbitrary thing that only exists to keep a few people in powerful positions in society, when instead we could have a system of governance that allows for everyone to live in peace and harmony. Look at zoos. A lot of zoos are basically concentration camps for animals. But you never get taught that when you go to a zoo. You never get taught that, you know, they abuse these animals every night to make sure that they are fun to look at for you. You don't get taught that. Why? Because society tells us that animals are our playthings, and chickens that are coming home to roost will be coming home at some point, and we cannot sustain this planet without our friends, the animals. Without them, we are nothing. And that's the thing, is this is an ecosystem that a few handfuls of wealthy, rich losers are just destroying. And I just wanted to make a video about it because it's just a sad video, and it's a good thing to talk about. And again, the root cause is capitalism. Remember that.